Welcome to Go with the Flow. It's Vernetta Lopez here with you. Hi, a very good day. It's Tuesday, January 27th already. How you doing? I'm your company wherever you are. If you're on the way to work, if you're on the way home, if you're on the sofa, on the toilet bowl, I'm there. Yeah. Also, so very, very cool. Singapore. If you didn't see it, you blinked, you would have missed it. Singapore won the gelato competition. I mean, this is pretty cool. Top prize, okay? And it's not only that, it's the Gelato World Cup of 2026. Yes, a World Cup we can win. So they were crowned at the very prestigious biennial competition held in Rimini, Italy. Who did they beat? Sure, they beat Argentina. Wow. And they beat France. Whoa. So this is like the World Expo for excellence in culinary food service and all that. So it was the 11th edition of this competition. And Singapore, the winning team, the final test was one called Circus. That's right, Circus, described as a vibrant and technically flawless narrative. Oh, flawless. Inspired by balance, precision, and wonder. Maybe it made the judges go, I wonder how they did it. They cited the team's technical mastery and very tall hats as well. No, that's just me. Strong storytelling, once upon a time in the circus of gelatos, and creative coherence across all challenges. Creative coherence. Is that kind of like understanding an exam question? I was just trying to play along with the 1% Club, that variety show. 100 contestants at one go. And by the time they get to the 1%, it's like only 1% of the population of the people that we interviewed could answer this question. And just understanding the questions can be so hard. How did I get through school? Singapore's culinary gelato masters, who are they? Jason Tan, then Dexter Lee, Lo Cheng Kit, and Chu Wei Lung. You want a good ice cream? Do you go to them? I saw one of the comments is, ice cream? No, they scream because they won. Yeah. That was very corny. And can I just say, what kind of room did they have this competition in? Because it must have been the coldest room ever. You know, as a judge, I'd be like, now, if you ever eat ice cream and you get a brain freeze, they say put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and it should help with the pain of a brain freeze. Yeah, it doesn't work. Not for me anyway. It's tough when you have no brain. Oh, other good news, by the way. In other news, Jakarta has officially banned dog and cat meat industries. So that's good news for dogs and cats and for all pet lovers and animal lovers of dogs and cats. Yeah, bit by bit. Yeah, we will try our best to get to a place where we can just manufacture meat in a lab. I don't know about you, but I'm fine with it because they recently interviewed a slaughterhouse guy, the guy who was working there, and he says, yeah, I hear the animals cry as they enter because they can smell the blood and they know what's coming. So it is torturous for the animal. Unfortunately, we all love the taste of meat. Well, I mean, not all. Many people do. And it's a tough dilemma. We love our taste. We love to eat. This is Asia, and I think the least we can do is try to cut down right now on meat. I know people love their meat, obviously, but if we can cut down, that will be, I think, a big step in the right direction. And also, it's just not sustainable with this population because apparently, according to the latest news, they have cut down 50% of the Earth's lungs, that's our rainforests, to provide animals with food, the animals that we eat. And yet, about 1 billion people on this earth actually go to bed hungry on this planet. And yet we supply more food to the animals that we eat. That doesn't make sense, doesn't, right? So I think what we can do is at least cut down. If you're gonna have meat, just have one less meal, whether it's per day or per week, it makes a difference, okay? And then for all people who are, selling vegetarian food, thank you so much. Green Dot, really good stuff. Love their food. In other news, did you see this one? In China, a bus driver, and this is a story of keep your eyes open and have empathy and just ask a question. This China bus driver, it's winter, it's cold. She stopped the bus, she opened up the door, and all the kids got on except one kid who stood at the bus stop at the back. He was just staring at the bus driver like, I'm not going up the bus. So she stopped. She said, everybody, please hang on. I need to check something. Went down and went to chat with the boy to find out why. He said, I lost my bus pass. And so he was just like, she won't allow me to get on the bus because, I don't have my bus pass and I know I'm in trouble. So forget about it, right? I'm just going to stand here. He's a child. He didn't know anything better, right? And so she was like, it's okay. Come on to the bus, and made sure he was on the bus and warm and safe and on the way home. Sometimes I do feel hopeless about humanity, because what if she was one of these people that would just say, nah, not my problem, and just drive on and forget about the child because, maybe somebody will pick him up. Don't assume, right? Gosh, I'm learning a lot lately. Don't assume anything, even the smallest of communications. But she didn't assume. She went to check on the kid to make sure that he was okay. And I would like to think, and I kind of believe that most people would have asked and said, are you okay? And just make sure that someone is coming for you. If not, what's the problem? Why aren't you on the bus? So it was really nice to see that. Now, there are two very important things today on January 27th. And I'm going to end on a lighter note, but I'm going to start on a very darker note. It is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Now, it is observed annually, January 27th, to remember the victims of the Holocaust, in which the Nazi regime systematically murdered millions of Jews during World War II. So this day serves as a reminder to never forget the horrors of the past and strive for a more just and peaceful world. And so pay tribute to the victims of the Holocaust. And what you can do in order to commemorate this day is to learn more about the history of the Holocaust and understand how it was an atrocity, and to understand the importance of preventing such atrocities from happening. Again, remember, this is the one thing you must remember about the Holocaust, okay? It was the result of hatred and discrimination that led to the persecution and murder of millions of people. And history will always be something that we should be learning from. Of course, recent years have shown that we don't. And in fact, some people have actually taken it and twisted it to be something that they use against others. And it's like, wait, what? So the main thing, anyone watching this from wherever you are, may your North Star, your yardstick of how to look at any actions of one human being upon another is, if you ever find a group, maybe you yourself are saying, I am better than that person. That person doesn't deserve to have any rights whatsoever, human rights. The moment you say that, that means you are an oppressor or one that supports it. Simple as that. The moment you say that about another human being, right, and being totally indifferent about it or indiscriminate about it, that's when you know this group is not operating correctly. It can't be. The moment you do that. And international laws actually say you can't do that. Just a little something to remind you or anyone else, if you're seeing something and you are conflicted about it. The other thing that we do, and I end off on a light note, is that today is Thomas Crapper Day. That's right. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm with you wherever you are, even if you're on the bog or on the crapper. It's a day dedicated to the legendary plumber, okay, Thomas Crapper, whose name is now synonymous with what they say is arguably one of the most essential inventions in human history, the toilet. You can call it the loo, potty, the can, porcelain throne, whatever it is. If we took away everything, the two more important things would be water and a toilet bowl. The flushing system should always be appreciated. The sewage system must be appreciated, please, because without it, you're digging a hole, especially in a HDB flat. How like that? He's a plumber, actually, and he brought the modern flushing toilet into our homes, apparently. Thomas Crapper, thank you. You're the man. The next time you flush, think of what we're celebrating today.